Okay, so continuing on with some more Henry Akin's fundamentals, lens on mount on knee. Last time we looked at escaping the Americana from the mount. So when he gets my arm to the mat, yeah, perfect. And we're here. Obviously I can Heisman. Okay. Now last time we looked at, he can close that down by making a hook with his leg. And now from that position, for me to do the Heisman, I have to lift my right hip off the mat, which is difficult when his left hip is driving mine into the mat. But we talked about last time, he has no base to this side, so I can punch with my arm and take him to this side, and then I'll pull my arm in so he can't attack the figure four. So but one way, if we just go this way, bro, that's it. If he pushes me down, I'm about to do the Heisman and I know he's going to put that hook in, I just straighten my leg. Okay, now he can still do the same move by turning, only he hasn't got the hook. So notice the way now the Heisman isn't working. I can still obviously do the same move by bridging, bringing my hand back. That's an option. But another thing I can do is I can take the back from there. Let's take a look at that. So from our position, we're here, he gets my hand to the mat, I know he's going to put the hook in and I straighten my leg. Heisman's not on, but because that leg is straight, okay, I can bring my right knee underneath it with just a hip escape. So my hand comes underneath and basically just goes on his knee. And now I'll bring my knee under Glenn's knee. Notice the way my hips are facing up, and that's just a putt scoop out. Bottom hook's already in. I'm climbing up on top, then some turtle, I build the base to my knee, and then I lock harness control, plant my foot on the mat, and I can bring Glenn all the way back to the back position. So we just put scoop this way. So option one from here, we're going for the bow and arrow. So I open up the lapel, pass the lapel from my right hand to my left hand. And from there, my right foot kicks him off the bottom hook as I withdraw my elbow. I'm going to build the base to my knees, slide my knee up behind his head. Notice the way I'm on my hip, foot comes over. And now from this position, I'll be finding the pants. I'm cutting an angle. So I roll from my left hip to my right hip to free my bottom leg. Leg comes over. We can even cross our ankles from here. And now I have the bow and arrow. Glenn can defend that. We just move this way. Yep. So anytime we're here, he can defend that by pulling the lapel. He can grab the lapel. Notice the way now space is opened up. So instead of choking him with the collar, I can use the lapel. So he defends by creating space at the collar. I'll just pull the lapel out on the same side. Bring it all the way around. And now from there I'm going to pass it over the shoulder. Going to let go of the collar with my left hand and pass his lapel from my right to my left. I can hit the same move again, only using the collar. Okay. Now from here, just move it up there, perfect. From this position, Glenn only needs one hand to stop this choke. If he pulls with his right hand on the collar, he creates the space. He has a free hand to stop the lapel coming over. So if he grabs that, I can physically use my lapel. I can open up and bring my lapel over. So option one is using the collar. Option two is using his lapel. Option three is I use my own lapel. From that position, I can find the pants, bring my leg over. On that variation, where I use my own collar to get it tighter instead of grabbing the pants, I'll be coming underneath and grabbing his own collar, just a wee bit more secure from that position. Option four from the sequence is, if I do manage to get the pass off using his lapel, Glenn can counter it by pushing on my elbow. Notice the way now, as he prises that out, my right hand's waiting. I pass the lapel around his head. And now we're going for the iron triangle. I just bring that in, saw it in and grab my own forearm, bring this over the shoulder, and then we have the arm triangle. So there's 4 in that sequence. Let's look at that again. Just stay at that angle.
Yes.
So I'm aware that he can close down the Heisman. So when Glenn goes for the Americana and we're here, I'm aware he wants that hook, so I just straighten my leg. And it's just an elbow knee escape. I can put my hand under his knee, escape my knee, and then escape my hip. Also, I'm pulling my elbow back, defending that Americana. Notice the way bottom hook's already in. I'm on my elbow, I need to build the base to my knee. So right hand finds the far hip and I open my knee out, which allows me to put weight on Glenn. I glue sternum to the shoulder blades, plant my right foot on the mat, and then I'll butt scoot back. As I do that, I'm opening up the collar and I'm immediately finding that grip. Okay. Then I'll kick him in the butt to kick him off my bottom hook as I come to my knees. Sit back on my hip. Leg comes over. Option 1 is I find the pants, bring the leg over, and we have the bow and arrow. Option 2, we're here. Classic defense is he uses 2 hands and removes the connection. So now there's massive space at his neck. If that's the case, you just bring the lapel from the bottom, bring it back up over the shoulder, and then I just pass it to the choking hand, if that makes sense. So again, from there, when I come up, the leg comes over, I'm using his lapel to finish the choke. From there, he might defend by pushing at the elbow. The minute he pushes up, my right hand's already waiting at the collar. As he pushes it over, I just bring the lapel around the back of the neck and find my hand was already there. Make connection against the forearm. Now all I need is something over that far shoulder. And now we have the arm triangle, and the last in the sequence. From the position, we're here. Let's turn this way about it. Sometimes when we go for this, okay, he'll defend with his right hand, putting on the collar. Then I go for the lapel on this one. He'll defend with his other hand. So I'm just pulling out my lapel and bringing it through that space. On that one, I don't grab the pants. I come underneath and find his collar, and then all I need is my foot over the shoulder, something over the shoulder so he can't turn away. And now we're in. Think about just one more detail on the bow and arrow. Just sit up one more time. We turn this way. So anytime we're playing the bow and arrow position, you want to be thinking about Glenn can unwind the choke. Okay, this is why we want this ability to control the shoulder and the pants. Because when my foot comes over to this side, I have angle. If that makes sense. If I didn't have a foot over that shoulder, Glenn turns towards me and he's unwinding the choke. If I have something over the shoulder and I'm not controlling the pants, he's rolling this way, and now he's unwinding the choke again. So think about anytime we are attacking the back with the bow and arrow, you want to be making sure you have something on the far shoulder and something on the far knee. So options to take the back if they don't put the hook in.